Okay, I'm going to run the intro again.
What the fuck is going on? You amazing.
Bashar, let me run this intro and then I'll bring you in. Back again. You beautiful motherfucker. Yo, okay, so we actually just tried a test run, a little dry run on the Bull-NA-ChinaShop TV page, and apparently I can't add Bashar into the conversation if we're on that page. So we're gonna do the podcast from this page. Can't stop us. Small bump in the road. So once Bashar jumps in here, we'll get him added to the program. Now listen, guys. I've been looking for a new beard comb. I don't have any beard comb sponsors. Looking for a solid beard comb for this beautiful fucking mane of mine. I know you guys see it. You see it every week. I need a solid beard comb. This little plastic jobby it's not doing it. It's not doing it. Also, share this live feed. Share. Get this podcast out there for everybody to see. Okay, let's see if we can get Bashar on here. I still don't know how to fucking work this stuff. So, let's see. I think if I just type it here. Yep. Okay, invite sent. So, we'll have him jump on here as soon as he gets done, or as soon as he gets the invite. Okay, episode 75, motherfuckers, of the Bull-NA-ChinaShop podcast. Said this once already on the other page. We're going to have to repeat a bunch of stuff. Now, how do I had problems last time getting this to go off the screen. Now, how do I get this off the screen this time again? Because you guys are looking at me, but I'm not looking at you. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know how to work any of this stuff. I don't know how to work this live technology. So anyway, again, episode 75. If you haven't already shared this live feed, Bull-NA-ChinaShop TV, you can catch all older episodes of the Bull-NA-ChinaShop podcast on the YouTube channel, Bull-NA-ChinaShop TV. Type or search Bull-NA and that shit'll pop right up. Now again, I can't see shit. I have no idea how to get this out of here. Oh, there we go. All right, Bashar, yeah, jump in there. There we go. Bashar in right now. Peter, good to see your face on there, sir. What's up? There he is.
There I am.
Welcome to the show, Bashar. Welcome to the show. Owner of Muscle Tone Bullies.
Upside down. This way.
Former owner and producer of Champion Magoo. Owner of Grand Champion Casablanca, Grand Champion Mr. Bean. And probably so many more we don't even know about strung across the globe. Bashar. Listen, say your last name so I know how to say it.
Daoud.
Daoud. Okay. I said it earlier. I said it completely wrong, dude. You have to forgive me. That's my bad. I apologize.
It's all good.
Anyway, thanks for being on the show. I've been waiting to have you on the show on purpose, bro, because I feel like a lot of people use your name and your kind of your market and social media buzz to kind of bump their shit. And I just didn't want to do that with my show. I didn't want it to seem like, oh, he's having Bashar on because they're friends and he's building the audience or whatever. I just didn't want to seem like that. So I wanted to wait on purpose, and I kind of wanted to wait to have something to talk to you about too, you know, because you deal with a lot of shit that I don't even deal with.
Okay. What you want to talk about?
Well, I just want to talk about, because I mean you're probably the most loved and hated guy at the same time.
There's no difference between love and hate, brother. There is no difference. You have to love someone to be able to hate them first.
I try to tell people that it's like the line between love and hate is so thin. It's basically the same thing. So even if you hate me, I still love you because I know it comes from a place of love anyway.
Yeah, it comes from an emotional place.
Yeah. But anyway, so you're probably the most, you know, loved and hated guy. People have voiced their opinions about you more than probably anybody else.
Right.
So I just want to talk about like how you handle all that shit, dude, because lately I've been kind of getting some of the same people that hate you and love you are kind of seeing the show, and I'm kind of getting the same divide that you are. The same people that love you kind of love what I'm doing, and the same people that hate you kind of seem to hate what I'm doing. So I'm trying to figure out how I deal with this and how I want to approach. Do I respond? Do I don't respond? Like, how the fuck do you deal with it all, man?
Well, you gotta understand something. I make my living. Every day I get up. Every day I go to do my own things. I got a collection of supercars. I got 3 houses. I traveled the world. I got a beautiful woman. I got great, amazing kids. These guys are sitting somewhere in their basement or their grandmother's basement or God knows where. It's talking about me, wasting hours and hours of their day behind the keyboard, on the telephone, I'm sure, with their little buddies, talking about me. I don't got time for that. So what they're doing, it doesn't affect me. It's flattering in a way, because if you take that much of your time to talk about me, I must mean something to you. I must have made an impact on your life.
Right. That's how I feel.
But they haven't made any impact on my life, so really I have nothing to think about. I don't really think about them. The only time I ever hear anything is when someone says, hey, dude, you know, so-and-so put a post and they're talking this and so on. And I'm, okay, thank you for letting me know. I appreciate you sticking up for me. And I do. And I appreciate people sticking up for Muscletone all day long. But at the end of the day, you're not going to change their mind. You're not. When someone supports something or sees something a certain way, they have their mindset. And people who are supporters of anything that is driven by hate, you could never change their mind with logic, truth, or common sense, because it's an emotion. Okay, they're driven by an emotion, and you cannot change emotion with logic, or truth, or common sense.
Right.
Now, if you have someone who's confused about something, for example, hey, you know, I'm building a house and the measurements are so and so, and someone says to you, hey, listen, hold on, you know, if you build it this way, you'll get more square footage. That's a logical conversation. You might be able to change that person's mind to do something that makes sense to them. But when you got someone who's driven by emotion, you can't change their mind. If he says, you know, I have my idea of building the house this way, blah, blah, and you say to him, but you know, you're going to lose square footage. I don't go fuck. That's what I want.
Right.
That's fine. What they want. You're not going to change it because it's an emotion that's making them, that's driving them. It's not logic, truth, or common sense. The problem with this is it doesn't change reality. It doesn't change reality that particular person building that house is going to lose that square footage. And it is probably a poor investment, but it's what he wants. So in this particular case, it's not a negative situation to anyone else. Now, when it comes to the bully world, these people are hating, they're talking, they're running their mouth. Bean can't run. Man, Bean can run just fine. Bean runs real fast. He's actually very athletic. Bean can't breathe.
But
Bean
it's
can
not
sit in the
even,
heat all day long. You know?
I feel like it's not even that. I feel like the fact that coming back at these certain people, like you're saying, that are coming at you from an emotional point, coming back at them with facts almost fuels the fire more, because it's almost embarrassing for them. I feel like once you hit them with the facts, it's like a personal pride kind of thing where they got to respond and they got to make up even more lies, you know?
Exactly. But it does fuel them. But then the way I do it is very different. So, for example, they made a comment about being dead. So I made a live video. I posted it on my page. That Bean's alive. I didn't address them. I didn't respond to them. I didn't go on their board and comment. I don't even know what they're talking about. I've blocked them all so that they're not in my feed. They're a waste of space. So I heard from a few people that called me, say, hey, I heard, Bean died. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sure you
I had people come up to my house to make sure,
right?
Because they believe the shit they saw. And they come up to my house. I'm like, dude, come see Bean. And I've had a few customers make live videos, and I made a live video. Hey, Bean's right here. Guess what? That boosts up my sales. This is driving people, because now they're coming to look to see what I just posted,
Right.
So, and I do this with everything. Oh, Bean can't run. Okay, so I make a video of Bean playing outside running. He can't move. I make a video of him moving. He can't breathe. I make a video of him in the heat. So whatever they say, all they're doing is giving me something to advertise, because they just started the subject for me.
Yeah, it's like a reason to put out some new content.
Right. So now I'm making a post contradicting what they just said without having to address them at all, marketing myself at the same time, because now people are seeing, my dogs, Kaza, Bean, whoever it is, Apollo, doesn't matter. They're seeing them video, and that's what they want to see. They want to see live videos. But I'm just going to keep posting videos for no reason. I post a video based on a subject that's out there that's being talked about.
Yeah, because don't you feel like sometimes it gets, I'm in the same spot with all, my breeding program. You're in the same spot with your breeding program. Like, we have to put out so much content, pictures and videos and shows and, winnings and ribbons, and then more pictures. And it's like, sometimes it's just,
the more you accomplish,
I don't have a reason,
the more you can accomplish everything in the world, okay? You can have Jesus Christ come down from heaven and bless the dog, say this is the perfect fucking dog. And they're going to make a videotape, and they're going to say, Bashar's in and out with Jesus. It doesn't matter. They're not looking for the truth.
Jesus must owe Bashar money.
Yeah, or, Bashar must own Jesus. That's what they're going to say. He owns the churches.
Jesus. Somehow you got a sex tape of Jesus tucked away somewhere.
Yeah, some nonsense like that. So,
but I see sometimes I see you responding direct, like if only when people come on your post though. This is what I see. Like if
on my page.
Yeah, if you come on your board or on your
page,
I see you'll directly respond to them sometimes.
I will, because I don't mind them hating on my page. I don't mind them running their mouth on my page, because it's my page, okay? And my page is advertisement for me. When they're running their mouth on their page and I respond and I give them more fuel than they already have,
right?
Now I'm helping boost their page.
Right, and you got way more people watching your shit than they do. So as soon as you respond on their shit, it boosts theirs like way more than it can help you.
Exactly. So there's no reason for me to respond to them. So that's, at the end of the day, that's how I deal with it. So I take what they give me through their hate and I fill it up with evidence, proof, and facts that contradicts everything they're saying, because what they're saying are all lies. I mean,
all lies.
Apparently I own the ABKC now. Or apparently me and Nan Bay on something. Me and Nan Bay don't even talk. We kind of have a little thing going on right now. So we all these are stories, rumors, and lies. Or I pay the judges. If I paid the judges, I would never walk in the ring and walk out lost. Okay, I can afford to pay the judges. That's true. I have plenty of money. Well, but then I would never lose. I lose all the time.
It would look super, like the fact that you're like present at shows, but you're not actually handling the dog yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you were paying, I feel like if you were paying judges, we would be back in the 2005, 7, 8 days where people would take their own dog in the ring that were in the, like, I remember back in the day, the first, second show I ever went to, the Elite Edge was throwing the show, and the Elite Edge was showing dogs, and one of the judges was in the Elite Edge, and that judge and that Elite Edge dog took the whole fucking Elite Edge show. Like, that's politics, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that. If people are seeing that, I get it. But nowadays, it's like we have so many checks and balances. In the first place, if you were paying judges, someone would have a record of that somewhere. It would be a screenshot or video or a
Something.
sound clip somewhere proving that shit. You know what I mean? I've never heard. I mean, I don't know. Most of the judges don't.
Never paid a judge in my life.
But I've never heard that shit.
Yeah, never paid a judge in my life. There's no reason for it. So I have too much integrity anyways, okay? I don't need a title on my dog if my dog don't deserve the title. The whole point of me I don't need to show my dogs to market my dogs. My dogs can have no title and I will still make the money I'm making. The only reason they're in the ring is to make a point that you can have an extreme beast and still have a champion, grand champion dog. You don't need the extreme category where, oh, your dog, could be fucked up and win an extreme class. No,
right,
you can have a, very well put together extreme dog. There was a time people didn't think it was possible. They also didn't think it was possible for a dog to have a 26-inch head under 19, 20 inches, But that's obviously an everyday thing now. So with proper breeding, anything is possible, almost anything.
I feel like with, what people are doubting a lot of the times, they doubt that because they're not able to achieve that themselves. A lot of the people who have been doing this 10 years, 12 years, who haven't been able to accomplish anything are mad at people who come in. Khan's the same way. Khan comes in 2-3 years and makes a huge splash. People are mad at him because he's doing shit and, that they couldn't do in 10 years. I feel like the same reason people hate you. You're doing stuff in 5 or 6 or 8 years that they've been trying to do for 20 years and they can't accomplish it. So you're an easy target for them to just bash on over and over.
Yeah. But you got to understand why they can't achieve it. Because if I put in, let's say I put in 10 years of work. I put in 10 years of work. They went through 10 years without putting in any work.
Right.
Or if they did, the amount of work might have piled up to a couple months.
Right,
because they're too busy spending the rest of their time worried about me.
Yeah.
Or worried about Dave. Or worried about you. Or worried about,
like
Khan. God knows who else. Let's look back at when this started, okay? All this drama started when, and then I'll mention his name, and I hate mentioning his name, when Terrell came out of jail, okay? When he came out of prison. First thing he did is attack the biggest name dog that was out there, Dax.
Right.
Dax is this, Dax is that, blah, blah, blah. Posting pictures of Denzel as if Denzel is a better dog than Dax. Look how high Dax's rear is. Look at Denzel. Okay, sure. Let's look at Dax's fronts, and let's look at Denzel's fronts. His elbows are short. He's easty-westy. Let's look at the rear. Dax is high. Denzel is not. He got a beautiful top line, and he's short back. But guess what? He's hogged in the rear. So no dog is perfect. But to break one and to post one of yours and to pretend that it's better when it's not, it's delusional, beyond imagination. But that's what it is.
It's something delusion. I say all the time. Every dog, doesn't matter who owns the dog or how many titles it has or what bloodline it comes from. Every dog has things that are wrong with it. Nothing's perfect. So, but I think it's more than that. I think it's somebody coming out of, a big break as far as like being away and then coming back and trying to make a splash on the scene. And then you get yourself wrapped up in that role to where now you have to be the guy that hates Dax. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you came out of the gate and that's how you started. So now that's who you have to be. And I feel like it just snowballed into this crazy drama center. It's like TMZ. You know what I mean? It's like a tabloid. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen, man. It's dogs. But I feel like that's where the problem starts, is bashing someone else's shit. Why not promote what you love and what you want and what you have going on? Why bash other people's shit? Because it's quick views. It's quick followers. It's a quick $500 stud fee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I really, that analogy, Ty, would work if I believed you were smart. You know who I think does do that? Is Khan. But not these other guys. These other guys are not hating to get views. They're not hating to make money. They're hating because they're haters. They're truly haters. They're driven from inside. And I know this because I can manipulate them.
You think I'm giving them too much credit?
Yeah, you're giving them way too much credit they don't deserve. Khan does it for that reason. And you could tell the difference is because there's a very thin line between the two. So one is making a lot of noise, barking like a little chihuahua with a Napoleon complex. No offense, Con, I love you. But
he doesn't, Con. That's a lie. He's lying.
Yeah. So, but he's dragging people. The stack off with Bean made put rock on the map, and I knew it would, you know. So, and I don't mind it. I don't mind people getting their dogs out there, getting, you know. I can't be the only one. What's the fun in it? So, that is one way of doing things. But that's one approach. But the approach they're doing is completely different. They're sitting there trying to find as many miserable people as they can.
Misery loves company.
Exactly. Misery loves company. So that they can hate, because in their heart, they can't handle it. So when they see something, and they actually don't hate it, what they see is what they wish they had. But if they admit that and they don't have it, they can't live with themselves. So what do? They break it down. It's fucked up. It's messed up. Don't believe the hype. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, trying to break someone down. And it seems to me the more successful you are, the more they want to take you down. Ed was very successful.
Yeah, crazy.
He got hated on left and right. Man, this man is old enough to be my grandfather. And I'm not young, okay? You know? Have some freaking respect for your elderly, for crying out loud. This man hasn't bothered anyone. He's never came and talked about anyone. Like, it used to make me so angry. And on top of it, he was very sick, and he still is. You know, he's not, you know, his health is not the greatest. This is all he's got. And you're sitting there pressing him and pressing him. Something's mentally wrong with you. What do you get out of it? Nothing.
I don't know. I don't know Ed, and I really don't know any of these guys. I mean, I try to stay as to myself as possible, but you see shit and you hear shit, and I've never been on the Dax train, but I have the shit in mind. It was an asset. Like, I used it to improve, and then I moved on. You know what I mean? I feel like bashing Ed is just another way of getting at. They think they can get at Dax or the people that follow Dax by bashing Ed. But again, you're taking it to a whole different level. You're just not breaking down someone's dog. Now you're making it personal and bashing someone and talking about someone's personal life, and that's a whole different level. Like, that's a line I feel like we shouldn't be crossing. If this is going to be about dogs, let's keep it about dogs. You know what I mean?
I scroll down my feed every day like you do. I see dogs that are beautiful. I don't know who they're from. I don't know if they're my blood. I don't know if there's someone else produced them. I don't know what they are. I make a comment. Dude, beautiful dog. I like this. I like that. Positive comment. I see a dog I don't like. I keep scrolling. I don't look at who posted it. I don't look at the dog's name. Why? I don't like the dog. I keep moving. I don't have time to look at it. You know? So
also, who gives a fuck about my opinion about your dog? You don't
give
a
dog.
fuck about my
what do I care?
Opinion about the dog. You don't care.
Yeah.
It's your dog.
What do I care? Exactly. So that's the difference between someone who's going to go forward or someone who's just going to be exactly where they are. And these people, they're not going anywhere. Look at them. Most of them live in the hood. No offense to anyone who does, but they've been long enough in the game that they could have made a successful business and got out of there. And put their family in a better situation, put their lives in a better situation, in a more positive lifestyle. But they didn't. They sat in their fucking house, instead of working, instead of busting their ass, sitting there hating about other people who are successful, who are working their ass off, you know? So.
And I feel like you know, I mean, obviously you don't need any fucking help with your ego. I'm not trying to stroke your dick, but could be. You can. I
like oral, by the way.
Yeah. But I'm saying
you're gonna have to shave the beard.
In all seriousness, you could be an inspiration to some of these fucking guys. Like to be able to go from zero to where you're at right now, to come in fresh to American Bullies and turn it into the business, the market that you've turned it into. You'd think that instead of hating on what you've got going on, you'd think that people would take that and at least take pieces of that and make their own success.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, there's a lot of people out there when I first started that were way ahead of me.
Right.
I friended them so that I can learn from them. Okay. And obviously when you're new to stuff, you don't know always who knows most and who doesn't. Some people talk a lot and you think, hey man, they might know something. So, and along the years, you realize who's a bullshitter and who's not.
I've been the same thing.
And
When I came in, there was people way ahead of me that are in the same spot.
Yeah, exactly. And then you surpass all these people, and then you realize, hey, I think they were just blowing smoke up my ass. I need to maybe shouldn't take their advice. Maybe I should look into it myself. So it's when you start looking into things yourself and realizing the truth. Like, I have a good customer of mine, Brooks Brown. When I met Brooks, he had heard a lot of hate about me. So what he did is he drove up to my kennel. He drove up here. He saw the dogs. You ask him today, he'll tell you he's toured the whole country and then some, more than once. Been to everyone's yard. He's never seen a yard like mine. He built his foundation off my dogs. He has some of his own stuff that he bought on the west side too, but pretty much from here. Harold Bain is another very good customer of mine that's doing really good. He's had purchased a dog or two here and there, and then came to me. Now it's pretty much muscle tone. He's doing his own thing. He's bred to your dog too. Matter of fact, when he bred to your dog, he called me, asked me my advice. I told him the dog is incredible. You should use him. That's not a muscle tone dog. That dog has nothing to do with me, but it's a good dog.
Right.
So I have no problem sending people somewhere else to other people. I do it all the time. I send people to Con, and I've sent people to Ed. I've sent people everywhere. And sometimes I'm not the answer. When I know that, I say it. I have no problem. I have enough business. Okay, I'm not gonna go broke from losing 1 or 2 customers or even 30 customers. So, matter of fact, I don't have enough.
You're not even losing something. It's like there's enough people now, and there's enough going on. There's enough good dogs out here that we can all just breed good dogs and eat together. You know what I'm saying?
There's enough for everyone. Like, I'm gonna explain something to you, like my franchise, for example. And that's an example of the difference between someone who's really helping the movement and really helping this organization versus someone who's actually just running their mouth talking about they're in it for the people, they're in it to help, blah, 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 blah. If you're in it for the community and everyone in your circle is still where they're at, what have you done? Nothing. I don't need partners. I have 10 acres, okay, with a big facility, and I can build another one, another one, another one on there, okay? I can have enough dogs and I have enough workers. I don't need any partners. And I can supply the entire country. And I can supply the entire European continent and Asia. And then some. I don't do that. What I did is I found people who were willing to invest in me. They believe in me, so I believe in them. It's a one-time investment. Investment is actually very small compared to the return. Why do I do it? I do it for 2 reasons. The investment is necessary because no one should come in empty-handed and just get a handout. They're going to turn on you. Okay?
Right.
The reason I do it is because those particular people, I see something in them and I feel, hey, I think they can do it. Sometimes I'm wrong. And when that is, we remove them as partners. But the majority, they're amazing people. They become family to me. They come here. They have a room in my house and everything. They're like family, literally. So those people have went from starting off with not much to being very successful today, making a lot of money, living in a better place, supporting their family better, thanks to muscle tone.
Right.
Okay? That's helping the community. Okay. There's people who are not partners, but have done business with me, that listen to my advice, and they have went up. They have succeeded. They're selling more dogs. They're doing better. For years, they weren't doing anything. So,
well, even
had
guys like
the
me,
work.
Even guys like me, I take not to I'm biting anything from anybody, but I see things that you do, things that Rob does, things that Dave does that are successful, and I pick little pieces from all of you motherfuckers to help my shit be successful. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
and that's the way to do it.
Exactly what you're doing. And the first time I ever heard of a franchise tag with the dogs, it was the Muscle Tones franchise. And we see the Asian camp, we see the Poland camp, we see the France camp, we see all these locations. Is that all of them, or is there more than that?
No, there's 14. Colombia, 14. Brazil, Spain, Italy. Yeah, they're everywhere. So
Jesus, 14.
Yeah, there's a lot, and they're growing still. I have a few more in the works.
There's not even 14 people in my county, bro. Like,
you live in a small county. Yeah, no. So even people who are not muscle tone partners, people who are doing business with me, I try to help them get up. I don't like to see anyone invest in me and lose, you know? You invest in me, I see that you're not making out, that you lost out. I had a customer of mine, he did a breeding with Bean. His dog got stolen. She was pregnant. She had like 8 or 9 puppies or something like that on the x-ray. I don't owe him a repeat, but I didn't like to see him lose $10,000. So I gave him a free repeat, you know? So, I didn't have to think about it. It was like an instant. Once he showed me the dog was stolen and everything, I was like, dude, I got you. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It's semen. It doesn't cost me anything, you know, but at the same time, it helps him out. Most breeders may have not done that. I don't know.
No, I want to at the same time, like it costs. People say it's semen. It costs you nothing. It doesn't matter. That's a product.
It's still a product.
Apple's not sending out free iPhones ever. Not ever. Never.
No. I feed the dog. I take care of him. I take him to shows. I travel with him. I take him all over. The dog is not who he is just because he's a badass dog. Nobody would know he exists if I didn't do everything else around it. Right. So, and people have to understand it takes money to make money.
Yeah, you got to spend
you
money.
You build up, but you got to reinvest your money into your business until it grows to where you need it to be. And you got to keep reinvesting money into your business. It doesn't stop. There's no business running itself. You make money, you reinvest. Make money, you invest. I guess it is running itself, as long as you're using your business money back into it. So at the end of the day, that's the difference between haters and people who are actually not haters. The ones who are not haters are the ones who are going to succeed. And those are the ones I need to concentrate on. I don't need to concentrate on people running their mouth. For what? They're not going anywhere. I don't need to help them. They've already drowned themselves so far. They're incapable of success. They're incapable of it. Even if they tried, they're incapable of it.
I think it goes deep. Like, I think it goes deep, and it's a psychological thing. It is. People they build obstacles for themselves to give them an excuse to not succeed at something. Because what's scarier than being successful? You know what I'm saying? What's more scary than having all that weight on your shoulders and having that, you know, the expectation and the pressure of that lifestyle and to continue to be successful? What's scarier than that? It's a lot easier to go sit on my fucking couch in here and play Call of Duty than to, you know, do anything else that we're doing. It's a lot easier to do that. I'm just saying, I think it's a lot deeper than just they don't like you or they don't like me. I think it's a lot deeper. It's a personal thing. They're not happy with where they're at as an individual. You know? That's
exactly it. So that's exactly it. Everybody has some sort of insecurity about something, okay, that of some sort. But then you got your people who are so insecure within themselves that they just can't stand the idea of anyone being above them or better than them at anything.
Right.
So they can't see someone else.
That's my thing. Like, no one's special. People, it's not better or worse. It's not. We're all the same. Just trying to make a living and make a mark and leave a legacy. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Crazy
exactly.
But I think it goes deeper. I think it's like some childhood issues. I don't know if mom didn't hug you or, you know, mom didn't hug me either, motherfucker.
Maybe we're all trying
to work through some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just
probably weren't breastfed. Formula. That's the problem. Formula babies. No, it's just, that's all it is. It's an insecurity problem. It's a character at this point. It's not a question of being able to convert these people to becoming good or proving to your point or say, hey, dude, you know, why are you saying that about me? You know, you shouldn't be saying that about me, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't work. I've tried it. It doesn't work. At the end of the day, 99% of those people have never spoken to me personally. They've never met me.
Right.
They've never came to the show. They've never picked up the phone and had a conversation with me. Terrell has never spoken to me. Not one time in his life. Not once. So they've never been to my yard. They've never seen my dogs in person. Just a few weeks ago, someone was making comments on about my new dog, Buddha, about how his weight versus height is impossible, blah, blah, blah. And some people were defending me, and I put a comment. I go, have you ever seen any of muscle-tone dogs? Guy says no. I said, okay, then I understand your answer. I don't hold you up to it. Because it's hard to believe until you've seen it. You know, it's hard to believe Dean until you see him.
Fact.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's hard to believe Kaza until you see him. So I dropped Kaza 10 pounds, went up to national. He was still the biggest dog there. You know, so it's hard to believe things you haven't seen. So I can understand that. So But to talk and run your mouth like you know, like it's a fact, and you don't know, that's another level of stupidity. Only fools are sure. That's a very well-known thing. Only fools are sure.
Right.
Especially of what they have never seen and cannot prove.
Well, this is one of the biggest reasons I wanted to have this conversation, because, I mean, I used to get wrapped up in the debatable conversations that would go 5, 6, 7, 800 comments back and forth. And sometimes we'd have really good conversations and it would actually be a productive thing. But then most of the time it would just turn into a personal bashing thing, like just a dramatic thing. And I would be right in the middle of that shit, just with speed thumbs, typing reactions and answers. At some point, I said to myself, like, why? People that are looking at that shit from the outside don't have any idea who either one of us are. Whoever I'm arguing with, the people from the outside don't have any idea who either one of us are. So when they're looking at that, we're both fucking idiots. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter who's right or who's wrong. As soon as it turns into a drama post and it's back and forth and bashing, personal this, we're both idiots. You know, there's a quote that says, never argue with a fool, because from afar, no one can tell the difference.
Exactly.
We're both fools. We're both
That's very well said.
You know? So at some point, I just said to myself, I have to stop that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to have 3-day long arguments or debates with someone. That's why another reason I did the show. If I got something to say, I say it on my show. There's no arguing. People can't come back at me. I say how I feel about it. It goes out. People react however they want afterwards.
And everybody's entitled to their opinion, you know. Like,
exactly.
Like I'll have people make a comment on my post. Like I'll put a post up and someone say, "Yeah, I don't like his head," and then people, some of my my good followers, they'll defend me. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And I always say, guys, he's entitled to his opinion. You'll see that very often. He's entitled to his opinion. He doesn't like the head. He doesn't have to like the head. That's fine. That's his opinion. He said, I don't like something. You say I don't like something. That's fine. You know, I might say, hey, look at this picture. Do you still think the same thing? You do? All right, fine, whatever. But it's your opinion. I'm not going to get upset.
Right.
But if you're going to make up a lie and make up rumors, then we have a problem.
It's every day. The lies and the rumors are every day. And it's like,
every day.
At what point do we, I seriously had a conversation with myself the other day. Like, at what point do I get a lawyer and file defamation suits? Because like it's one thing to, your dog shit, this and that. It's a whole nother thing to start making personal allegations and accusations about shit that's way, way, way far away from just breaking down a dog. So like, have you thought about that? Have you thought about, at what point do you, or are they just helping your business to the point where it doesn't matter? It's all positive anyway. It all works out anyway.
See, this is the thing with the whole lawsuit. I've had a lot of people tell me, oh, we should sue them. Oh my God, I'm going to sue them. First of all, they have nothing you can get from them to start with. They have nothing. The problem. If they had something, they wouldn't be on there running their mouth.
Right.
So they have nothing you can take. So what are you going to take? So the smart thing to do is to use it to your advantage. Okay. When I realized what driven them was hate, and no matter how much I tried to prove them wrong, they kept going. I realized really quick. I was like, okay, wait, they're not looking for the truth. They're not looking for facts. What they're looking for is an emotional feeling that they want to put online and they want to express. It's like all these people on Facebook talking about their girlfriend problems or their man's problem, or this is personal shit. It doesn't belong on Facebook. These type of people need to get their emotions out there. I don't know what it is. Maybe they don't have a friend. Maybe they need a shrink. I don't know. Whatever it is, they're driven by that particular way of life. They're the same way, except these guys are driven by hate that they need to advertise so that they can have people on their side to make them feel better about themselves. So when they realize there's a bunch of people like them who are haters, then they don't feel so bad about being such bad people. Okay?
Right.
It's a fake comfortness they do to themselves. That's all it is. Once you realize that, then you have to know that you're not one of them. Then you realize how much power you have. Because now you know what drives them. They don't know what drives you because you're quiet. Nobody knows what drives me. Money drives me. I'll tell you right now. What do you do?
No,
You come
we
take my money?
know what drives you, motherfucker. That
money drives me. So
that's what drives your ass.
exactly. So
I feel the same
at the
way.
end of the day,
I feel the same way. This is why I wanted to have this conversation. This shit right here. Keep going.
yeah. So at the end of the day, now you know what drives them. It's an emotion. And now it's no different than in any abusive relationship you've ever been into, okay? So, and everybody's been in an abusive relationship. I'm one of them, 13 years, miserable. You learn to deal with it. But then you learn to manipulate the situation, you know? So at first you butt heads with them. Then after a while, you find a way to finesse your way into getting what you want or finesse your way into it. And then later on, you might start lying because the truth obviously is not working, you know? And then they get mad at you for lying, but you wouldn't be lying if they weren't the person they were. And then after a while, you realize, wait a minute, I'm a fucking man. I shouldn't have to lie to do what I want to do. I shouldn't have to. I could do whatever the fuck I want. I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not doing anything wrong. You don't like it? Get the fuck out. Once you stand on those feet, once you have that type of mentality, then you have the power. And then you realize that that person wants to control you so bad that their emotions are so messed up that you're the one with the power. You're the one with the power, and you're the one standing on your feet. So that's when they fuck up and they go out of line, you're like, hey, the door's right there. Get the fuck out. Then that's when they start calming down. That's when they start coming down. Oh, you got to get rid of them, right? So these people are no different. They start hating. They start doing this. Use it to your advantage. Give them something to hate about and let them advertise for you. Let them run your name. The more they speak my name, the more I get followers. I'll tell you a story that's going to make you laugh. I have a good friend of mine now. But before he became my friend, he went to John Easterly's house to buy a dog. John Easterly spent quite a bit of time trying to sell him this dog back and forth for weeks. When he got to John's house, John pulls up my website and starts talking shit about me to him. This guy doesn't know me. He doesn't know anything about the bully world. John's the first person he meets in the bully world. But he saw John's dogs and he saw mine on the picture. All the shit John talked didn't matter because all he saw was those pictures on that website.
Right.
So that's what he did. He left, got on his phone, went to my website and called me. He said, can I come see your dogs? He came here. He bought a dog. He spent close to $50,000 with me. That could have been John's money. But John was too busy talking shit, turned him off, showed him my dogs. And John said, I automatically understood why he was talking shit when I saw the pictures of your dog because they were a whole nother level than what he was trying to sell me. He goes, but I would have paid him $5,000 for that dog because I didn't know anything else existed. But he fucked up.
Was that before?
He fucked up and opened the conversation about me.
Right.
So you see,
what time
it works in your
frame
advantage.
What time frame is this? How long ago was it?
This is like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago. You know, when Magoo was just around to start popping, really popular after he champed out.
Right.
So, you know, now he's a really good friend of mine. We hang out all the time. He's amazing people, amazing people. I want to thank John for the relationship I got with this guy. Wouldn't have it without him.
I feel like that happens a lot. I feel like that's happening.
It does. It happens quite often. This is just one story of many, many. And I have a lot of customers call me. You know, I didn't know you existed, but I heard some talk about you. I looked you up and I found your website. And they're helping. They just don't realize it. Every time they mention my name.
Has that
picture they posted of me
to change up what you're doing, or has that ever made you want to stop doing what you're doing, or does it
Never.
Just drive you more?
It actually drives me more.
Yeah.
It drives me more. It drives my business up too. So they posted a picture of me. I don't know if you remember with the ice pack on his back. The dog is not panting or anything. I'm not sure why my worker had an ice pack on him. It doesn't matter. That was a good picture of Bean. Bean looked like a beast in that picture. So they're posting that picture, running all their mouth. The people who are talking shit are not going to buy from me anyways. They don't like me.
That's the
But the people seeing that picture are thinking, damn, that's a badass motherfucking dog. So they are coming and buying from me. And that picture that they ran around all over Debatable, all over D-Line, that picture sold me at least 30 dogs. At least, if not more. I have so many customers call me, sending me that picture to my phone. You own this dog. Do you have a puppy of this dog? How much is this dog set for you? That exact picture I've never posted that picture. So they did this for me. So they don't realize it, but everything they do, they help. They photoshopped Magoo. I don't know if you remember years ago. They made him look high and long in the rear.
Hey, I had people from Philadelphia do the same thing to Jackpot when I had him out.
Exactly. The year after, they photoshopped Kaza. They did the same shit. You know, you've seen Kaza in person. He don't look like that picture they posted. So
No, but
it's
people, I think people think that we're just talking about a certain group of guys, D-line guys, and Terrell and Bobby.
no. It's the majority.
I'm talking about
The person,
everybody that
yeah.
that brings the negativity. We're talking about everybody, and we're really not even focusing on the business. The business is just kind of a byproduct of all this publicity that these guys who are not just one group of guys, but everybody that comes at you with the negativity. It's like all promotion's good promotion. I feel like you're proof of that. All the negativity just seems to push you to the next level every time. And it's just crazy to me that these guys don't understand that they're not stopping anyone from buying from Bashar. Not anyone. They're showing more people your product than would ever see it if they wouldn't say shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, more people are seeing your dogs and your website because of them, because of the negativity.
Yeah.
Then
I'm grateful.
If you did nothing, your shit would still get advertised, is what I'm saying. They're doing all the work for you. You're not even having to work at this point.
No, actually, I do a lot less posting than I used to. I used to post every single day. I do a lot. People tell me, how come you're not posting? I'm like, I don't need to. They're posting for me.
I don't have to, right?
I got more time. They work for me for free.
The jump 2 weeks ago, I had the whole D-line group was trying to shut down my podcast, my first live podcast. I had more people join on to my shit that day from them pushing that on my shit on their board. I had more people join and listen to my shit that day than any other single day before that. You know what I mean? It was like 500 or 600 new people on my shit just because of some bashing. So I'm like, hey, thanks, motherfuckers. All the views are good views.
You ever wonder if they even realize it? Like all the hate and all the shit we yelled out and all the emotions we let out, and we came up on top. I wonder how it's got to feel. It's got to feel really shitty on the inside.
It's got.
They got to really lie to themselves to feel better about what happened. You know, I'm gonna tell you something. They work harder than any worker I've ever seen in my life. There was a post one time.
If they would just take that and channel it into something, if they would just take all that time and energy and put it toward building a brand or something, imagine what it would be. Positive.
Nobody likes haters. Nobody likes people that talk shit.
Right.
We all have that one friend that's always complaining. Nobody wants to hang out with them. It's fucking depressing. I want positive, smiling people around me. I got a friend that's always negative. Every time he calls me, I don't pick up the phone. You know, look, there was a post one time. I'll never forget this. This is the day I realized how much this was working in my advantage. It was a post. I can't remember what dog it was, but they start talking shit on the post, on my page, on my wall. And I replied, I defended myself real quick. And then my girl's like, baby, we're at dinner. Let them talk. Who cares? That's what they do all day. I'm like, you're right. So I ignored it.
Yeah, all day.
It was around 4 or 5 in the evening. You know, we were heading to dinner. And next morning I get up. My girl's laughing. I'm like, babe, what's up? She goes, go to your page. 1,700 comments. From the time I made the post till the next day. I've never had this many comments before. I should have never blocked those people. So I go on there and look. It's just 4 people. 4 people going back and forth talking shit about me. Some of my people defending me. But the people who are defending me, they make 1 or 2 or 3 comments and then they give up.
Right.
They're not going to keep defending it. They got lives to live because they're like me. They don't got time for that shit.
Well,
but
I don't
bless
know
their heart.
who does have time for that shit.
Nobody. Bless their heart. I'm like, oh, wow, that's crazy, babe. She goes, no, babe, I want you to look at the times. Look at the times of these particular individuals. So I look at the time. They start commenting around 5, maybe 6 o'clock or so. And they kept commenting till 9 a.m. in the morning. They never went to sleep, bro.
That's insane. That's insane.
They went to bed.
Yo, that's
It's
12
insane.
hours, 12 plus hours of hating
For free.
on one guy.
For free. Do you realize how many views I got on that video or picture that I posted that day? Just based on that.
Right.
And they don't even realize it. That's the day I said, damn.
Do you think
I gotta
that's
finesse this my way.
do you think they were just like sucked into hating on you, or do you think that that's because they were hitting a meth pipe all night long? In my opinion, there's no way you can stay up for 12 hours bashing somebody without smoking meth in the process. I'm just saying. That's just my opinion.
You're talking about it from experience?
I don't know anything about that shit. I'm just saying I know a few that do have a problem. No, I'm just playing. But
I don't know, but it doesn't matter why they did it. They did it, and I'm glad they did it.
Exactly.
So, you know, this is another thing too. I posted a video purposely
not
right
just
after this
Facebook,
situation
though,
happened.
either. Not just Facebook, though. Not to cut you off, but Instagram, YouTube, even
Everything.
Even Snapchat. You get people that'll send you bullshit hating Snapchats. Like, why? Like, why? Instead of moving along, you had to take the time out of your day to say something negative. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me.
Yeah. I made a video one time. I went to my kennel and my worker was there. She's about to clean. I said, don't clean. Hold on. Let me make a video of a couple dogs. Let Nikita, Akasha, and Inu out. My 3 tricolor bitches. Let them all out. Let me make a video. I think it was 3 tri bitches. No. It was a Bean daughter, a Kaza daughter, and a Magoo daughter. Just to show the consistency.
Right now. You're talking about the city kennel.
Yes, that's the one. I said, let one of each of them out. So I videotaped the dogs, and notice only at the end of the video, and I could have cut that part out, I went up and I showed the kennels that had poop in them. My worker says to me, the kennels aren't clean. Why'd you do that? I'm like, don't worry. I know what I'm doing. And I posted it. And I sat back. And they made it viral. But guess what? Everybody saw my kennel, and everybody saw the dogs and the consistency in those dogs. And the only idiots that were talking about shit were a waste of time, because every dog shits. Kennels get cleaned every day. Just because I made the video before they, so I don't care. People who want to buy a dog know the dog's shit.
Yo,
they shit.
I think I told somebody that same fucking day that you posted that on purpose. I think I told somebody that same day that you posted that on.
I did.
For a reason.
That was a purpose post. That was absolutely a purpose post. The same thing with Apollo. We made a video of Apollo. I made a beautiful video of Apollo. I just posted it the other day. I could have posted that video when he champed out, but I didn't. I made my worker and Viviana and Jacek come outside, and I said, hey, stack the dog. Let's make a video. Jacek, my partner, says to me from Poland, he's tired. He's tired. He doesn't want to stand up. I said, don't worry about it. Make the video. The dog kept sitting down. He kept arguing with me. Don't post it. Say this. They're gonna say this and that. I was like, do not worry about it. Do not concern yourself with this nonsense. I know what I'm doing. I want them to talk. I posted the video on purpose, and they did exactly what I thought they were going to do. All over. They were talking shit in Europe. They were talking shit. That whole group of followers that don't like us ran their mouth. They advertised the shit. His sales boost by 22% that month alone.
It's crazy.
From a video of him sitting down. Now, to prove him wrong, I posted the video he wanted me to post, where the dog's stacking perfectly earlier in the day, standing up straight. Guess what? I got 1% of the views on that video that I did on the other one.
So you're saying not only do you not shy away from the negativity,
no, I encourage it.
You're using it to your advantage. You're instead of, because sometimes this is what fucks me sometimes is like, I'll take a really good video or a really good picture, but then I see one little thing that I know people are going to jump on, and I won't post it.
Post it. I used to not post it. Now I post it.
But that's like, for a lot of us, for a long time, it had to be a certain, you know what I mean? You had to have, if you're going to build a stud or build a, celebrity dog or whatever, there has to be a certain way you do it. You can't let this out, or you can't let that out. You're saying, fuck all that, put it out on purpose. Mm-hmm. That's
exactly it. Put it out on purpose.
See,
that's exactly
now, next time you see, my show's going to have like a big, I'm going to have like an amputated leg, like strapped to him and shit. I'm going to make him look like he's limping, like he don't have a leg. And I'm going to put it out there and be like, this is a Bashar post. I don't know what happened to his leg. He got hit by a car. We're just going to let him heal up. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. You know how many people go crazy? going back to what you were saying before, though, about you know, not needing the show ring to have the level of dogs you have.
I don't need it.
Maestro's a prime example that he doesn't have a champion title right now. You know, I'm par or better than a lot of the champions that are in the ring right now. And the business around the world was not affected by him not having a title at all. You know what I'm saying? It was not affected one in any way. As a matter of fact, I had to close him down because I feel like too many people had it already. So
that's
I agree
exactly
100% because people don't get to see pocket-sized dogs with those exaggerated features like that. They just don't get to see it. So for the most part, you know, when you have a dog on that level, the show ring's not really the main thing you're worried about. But to me, the main thing I'm worried about is not letting people see videos like you're posting on purpose, but you're putting them out there on purpose just to get extra bumps. Because you know the negative, you know the haters are going to bump your shit. You know it.
I need my haters, bro. Wouldn't be the same without them. Wouldn't be the same without them.
This is exactly why I wanted to have
Trump got elected. Trump got elected with haters. He didn't have to know shit. He's the dumbest person I've ever seen on TV. He got elected as president of the United States because of haters.
That's all
it was. If they would have spent more time concentrating on their own shit than hating on him, they might have been elected instead of him.
But I think again, that's why I wanted to have this conversation with you, because I don't think, you know, other than maybe Con and Dave, maybe Fabian from Remy line, but other than you, you know, other than that, it's not really as many or people that deal with as much negativity and hate as you do. So I appreciate you coming and chopping it up with me, talking some shit.
Anytime.
Where are you going to be next? What's the next show where people can see Muscle Tone Dogs, or plug your website or whatever you got?
Still debating if I'm going to hit Colombia this weekend. I have a partner there. I'd like to support him. But I got a lot going on with some females in heat and other things going on. I can have my workers take care of it, but I haven't made up my mind on what I want to do with them yet. So my work comes first before anything else. But I might hit Colombia this weekend. The next show after that is Poland, 100%. I will be in Poland in April. That is a show. If you guys in the States, you want to hit Europe, hit that show. That's going to be a really, really, really big show. So that's the next one I'm going to be at next.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to get on that the Poland show too. I talked to Josic a little bit already about it. We're going to see if we can get maybe a live podcast going out there, or maybe even some live ringside commentary going out there from that Poland show. I will be in Spain this weekend. I didn't know if you were going to hit that Spain show this weekend or not, but I'll be in Madrid, Spain this weekend judging. Where can people find Muscle Tone Dogs or you online if they want to find you?
MuscleToneBullies.com. That's your best bet. To the website, www.muscletonebullies.com.
And because on Facebook, I'm sure your shit is packed full. I'm sure you don't get any more.
It's maxed out, but, you know, it's public, so anyone can follow it, you know.
Yeah, that's what I've been telling people. Same thing. Hit the follow button. You'll be able to see all the posts and messages.
Yeah, you'll see the posts. Everything. It's exactly the same as me friending you. It makes no difference. You know, once you follow me, you can message me too. So
right, same thing. All right, brother. I appreciate it. I appreciate the time. I appreciate the conversation, man. A lot of good information. Even some stuff that I might use for myself. It might be some shit coming out that I wouldn't have posted before, you know what I mean? Maybe just let them some fuel for the talkers.
Yes, you all remember I started this.
Yo, I'm not giving you any credit. You get enough credit already, motherfucker. I'm not giving you shit. Anyway, Bashar, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, sir. Thanks for your time. Okay, guys. Love him or hate him, there's a lot of true shit to what he's saying. A lot of these, I call them fans because I don't like saying the word hater. I don't like that word. I call them fans. A lot of these fans are promoting more than we can do ourselves. More than that 2 weeks ago, that podcast they tried to shut down got promoted more than I ever could myself. So thank you, motherfuckers. I appreciate you. Everybody that's commenting right now, everybody that said some shit in the comments, I try to go back through all the comments after the show. I'll try to get to you motherfuckers also. As always, the Bull-NA-ChinaShop podcast is brought to you by Bull-NA-ChinaShop TV. If you haven't yet, go to youtube.com/Bull-NA-ChinaShop TV and hit subscribe. For any and all older episodes of the Bull-NA-ChinaShop podcast, go to Bull-NA-ChinaShop.com, hit the blog page. All episodes are on the blog page. The newest episode will be on the top. The oldest episode is at the bottom. Con, thanks for watching. All you motherfuckers. We got people from the UK, Australia, Asia, Mexico, Canada, probably South Africa. I haven't seen them on here. South America. We got people from everywhere watching this shit this week. I just want you guys to know, thank you so much. I appreciate the fuck out of you guys. I love your faces, and I'll see you motherfuckers next week.